Okay, so you know those random recipes in the bag of boxes? Who the heck makes those? I the heck make those. Hello, happy Imani Monday, and welcome to Back of the Box, where I go to the supermarket, pick an aisle using a random number generator, and find a box with a recipe on it. And then I make it. Today we're back at the good old Wally world. Wally world. Our aisle number was 25, which led us to cookies, crackers, and soft drinks. I started by looking at cookies because I was like, a little dessert would be nice. You know, give me a little parfait recipe, okay? Give me a trifle. But at this point, I have to be the definition of like a what is it? Wait, what is it? A cockeyed optimist? Is that, what is it? Hey Siri, what's a cockeyed optimist?
They show optimism in the face of fear, the unknown, and circumstances beyond their control.
Okay, so I think that is the phrase. Now I'm not sure if I fit the definition. Either way, I'd be hopeful when I shouldn't be. That's the point. Because why would I think that I would find a recipe for a trifle on the back of a box? Like, we've had a couple good recipes in this series, but we've only had one recipe that was truly complex. And that was the cheesecake recipe. So as far as I'm concerned, Philadelphia is the only brand out there who's really putting a back into their recipes. So yeah, I didn't find any cookie recipes, so I went over to the crackers. I was feeling a little defeated, but then I found Sociables crackers has a recipe on it. First of all, I've never heard of this brand in my life, but apparently they are made for entertaining. They have 6 fun shapes of crackers and they're supposed to be flavored. So I'm interested to try these and also to try their recipe. So today we will be making Sociables cheese truffles. Doesn't that sound very elevated? This is what they're supposed to look like. We shall see how they turn out. Our ingredients are 2 packages of cream cheese, softened, 1 package of shredded sharp cheddar cheese, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a dash of ground cayenne, 1/4 cup of chopped roasted red peppers, 2 green onions sliced, 1 2/3 cups of chopped pecans, and Sociables crackers. You will notice that I am cutting this recipe in half because child, 2 packages of cream cheese? We don't need all that, okay? We don't need that many cheese balls in this house. Cheese truffles, excuse me. So our first step is to beat the first 4 ingredients in a mixer until blended. So we're gonna go ahead and add these ingredients. One thing about this channel, we're gonna use some cream cheese. So I needed 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and a dash of cayenne pepper. A dash. I feel like dash is not a real unit of measurement, and yet we universally understand it. Like, I think we all agree that a dash is just it's quick, flick of the wrist. You're really kind of letting physics do all the work to demonstrate. But that wasn't a good dash. I think a dash should be kind of heavy, you know? I feel like that wasn't a good dash. That was half of a dash. It was a duh. There we go. I kind of still want to add more, but I don't know. Maybe we don't all understand what a dash is. That right there is how much a dash would be if I were in charge of dashes. That required like 3 flicks of my wrist. What about you? How many flicks do we need to get to your dash? How many flicks do we need to get to your dash? What even, has that sentence ever been uttered in the English language? All right, now we're gonna beat this until blended. I think that looks pretty good. So now we are going to divide our mixture in half and add our red peppers to 1/2 and the sliced onions to the other. By the way, while I've got you here, I just wanted to say thank you because we crossed 500 subscribers. It means a lot to me as a creator to cross 500. It feels like the first of many steps on a journey of growing this channel. It also means a lot because even though I've had this channel for a while, I didn't really start taking it seriously until May. And the growth since then has been kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to my husband because I know he plugs me whenever he can, and I know that a lot of my new subscribers have actually come from him and his channel, so thank you so much, baby, I love you. But also thank you for being here. Whether you're someone who knows my husband, whether you just found me on TikTok, whether you just found me on YouTube, I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. And 500 is nothing to sneeze at. I read that about 50% of channels have less than 500 subscribers. So moving on up. I feel like I wanna do something once I finally hit 1,000, like maybe a giveaway of some sort, but I'm not sure what to give away. I know my main series right now is Back of the Box, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I wanna give away something food related. Cooking is just one part of me and what I do. I'm also a writer, I'm a filmmaker, I'm an actress, play a lot of video games, I am a homemaker. And those are all things that I want to share more of, but things have just been so crazy that it's been hard to focus on anything besides just this series. People who release videos know that even 1 video a week is so much work. Like, I owe y'all an artist check-in from like 2 months ago. And I was thinking, oh, you know, that video didn't get a whole lot of views. Nobody's looking out for that. I've been contacted. People have been like, when are we getting the next artist check-in? So my hands are a little full with this channel as well as all the other things that I do in my career and my artistry, but I do want to make more, and I'm so appreciative to all of you who have been here throughout this ride so far. these are done, so they're gonna go in the fridge to cool for a few hours, and I will check back in with you when they're ready. All right, it's been a few hours. What is this? What do we call this? Cheese? Our cheese has chilled? Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna go with. All right, it's been a few hours. Our cheese has chilled and it's time to roll them into spheres. I did want to ask this ahead of time. Hey Siri, define a truffle.
A strong smelling underground fungus that resembles an irregular.
Nope.
Rough skin. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
A soft candy made of a chocolate mixture, typically flavored with rum and covered with cocoa.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that a truffle had to be sweet. I've never heard of a savory truffle before, which is giving they didn't want to call these cheese balls because cheese balls sounds like cheese balls. So we're calling them cheese truffles now, when really they're just cheese balls. So it says to just shape them into 1-inch balls and then roll them in the nuts. So that's what we're gonna do. Y'all already know because we have discussed it. I have no concept of an inch. I always think that my knuckle is an inch. It's not, I just went and measured it. It's about 1.25 inches. But we are still going to use our knuckle to guide me. Did I just say our knuckle? We're gonna use our knuckle. This is between me and you. Okay, close enough. Okay, I feel like these nuts, how do I say this? I would have gone for more finely chopped nuts. They just feel a little bit dense, but that's fine. Okay. I think this is kind of cute. It's looking decent. When I was younger, my mom used to always make this cheese log for parties. I did not like that shit. But I remember it being this like creamy cheese log that was covered in nuts. I don't know if I didn't like it or if I just didn't get it. Like I kind of feel like I need to have her make it again for me as an adult to see if I was just too young to understand it or if it truly was not that great. These are looking mad cute. I can't even lie. It's kind of got me like, even if this recipe doesn't work out, I want to try and figure out a version of it that does, because I just think these look mad impressive. Like I would want to bring these to a party or something. And now it is time to try. Husband, yes, it's time. What was that, hooray or great?
Hooray, I'm excited.
Hooray.
That was gonna be good.
I did not say that.
You promised it was gonna be amazing.
Hi.
You're so pretty. Is that a good look?
So today we have Sociables cheese truffles.
Is Sociables a brand name?
It is a brand
Okay,
name.
because I was very
it
curious.
Specifically says Sociables cheese truffles. So that is what we're calling it.
Thank you, Vanna White.
Thank you. So you've never heard of this then before, right?
No.
Neither have I.
Okay.
It's my first time.
It looks like something that's been around forever. That
Doesn't
just
that look a little old?
Yeah.
6 shapes, perfect for entertaining.
That's what I want when I entertain, is different shapes of food. Top priority for me.
Which shape are you going for?
I mean, the star.
I was gonna go to the star.
Well, then I'll
No,
go
we
for
can
the...
both go for the star.
No, because this was my
That was
second.
my second choice. Oh my God, we picked it. Wow. All right, cheers.
It has less flavor than I expected.
I think I agree with that. I was expecting something when it says savory crackers. I did expect, I don't know, a spice or something, which
It
to be
says
fair,
spices.
I think I got a little bit of spice on the very end.
Because you had the star.
We
Wasn't
should
doing
have
it.
a star.
Maybe I should have a star.
Yeah, have a star. Try
have a star.
again.
It has more flavor! I think it was a coincidence, but that had more flavor.
All right, so we have 2 different flavors of cheese truffle. Over here are our green onion, and over here are roasted red pepper.
Ooh.
Which would you like to start with?
I mean, red pepper's closer to me, so.
Cheers.
I'm up and down here. There's a lot of dairy. This is...
Well, it's a cheese truffle. I don't know what you think. How many times? How many times do we have to go through this?
I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just noticing that's the flavor that's the most pronounced. I'm getting a lot of
Crazy
cheese.
that the name has the most forward flavor in it. That's weird.
I like the roasted red pepper. I like the pecans. I like the crunch that the pecans give. I think they match well with the crackers. I just think there was a lot of cheese. The cheese to everything not cheese balance was off, and maybe just a smaller portion on a cracker might help.
Okay. I like it. I think it's tasty. I agree that it's very dairy-full, but I knew that going into this, so...
Because you read.
Honestly, it was maybe even better than what I was expecting it to be when I was putting it together.
Yeah, and to be clear, because I did this wrong in the previous one, I enjoyed this. This is tasty. I liked it.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad that you clarified that,
Yes.
because that was not abundantly clear.
No, I wouldn't have guessed red pepper and pecan, and I'm happy for it. I really like it. The ratio I just got was perfect. It was just too much. There's too much of the center for me. This one was just the right amount of red pepper, cheese, pecan, and cracker. I love this. This is great.
So the recommended amount of about a half a ball per cracker is way
It's
too
too
much.
much. These are
Instead,
little
it
bitty
should be like
crackers.
maybe like a fourth.
Quarter. Yep.
Ready to try the next one?
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna lead with, I like it. The onion is stronger compared to everything else than the roasted red pepper was. And to be clear, I still like it, but I like the other one better.
Yes, I agree. I liked this one. I didn't like it as much as the red pepper one. Thing is, I'm like, I would make the red pepper one again. I'm not sure that I would make the onion one again.
I agree.
Okay. Let me get all this out my mouth first.
Right,
I
before you
got
try
like
and
a
talk.
lot. You get like cracker and nut and cheese all just stuck. So, what do we rate each of these?
Onion's like a 7, because I don't hate it. If somebody fed it to me, I wouldn't complain. But, oh my gosh. What's the onion for you?
Probably like a 6.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's probably like a 6.
So you really didn't like it.
Not that I disliked it, but just I'm like, I don't need to ever eat this again in my life.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. I don't need it. I guess, yeah, I would never choose to make it again. So you're probably right.
Yeah, it's probably like 6.
Yeah.
What do we rate red pepper?
Can you lead? Because I feel like I just,
I know, it's good for you. I'm the host, okay? I ask the questions. Also, I like to hear your raw answers.
I'm gonna pull a U and give it a 3/4. 7 3/4. If you put a bunch more red pepper and the cayenne and the pecans, it'd be up in the 8s.
Because you and I seem to just fundamentally disagree on the ratios here, I for once have a higher rating than you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8. If I had like a glass of wine in my hand, maybe even an 8.5. Because I am the way I am. It calls for cayenne, but only a dash. So I'm like, I might put more.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But it's not like everything else where I've been like, you have to fix
I
this.
agree. I agree.
And, you know, these might make an appearance at Christmas or something like that.
I'm not mad at that.
Great! Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed spending time with me, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe so that we can keep hanging out together. If you didn't like this video, you know, that's fine. Gosh, how do I phrase this? Basically, the gist is, if you liked this video, you are a cheese truffle. And if you didn't like this video, you're a cheese ball. That's fine. They're both still tasty, but who wants a cheese ball?
When you could have a truffle.
When you could have a truffle.
Be a truffle.
Be a truffle. As always, if you come across any back-of-the-box recipes in the wild that you want me to try, make sure you tag me. You can tag me at Imani B. Jones on Twitter or at Imani Vaughn-Jones on TikTok, and I will see you in the next one, my sweet little truffle. Bye! What was our aisle number? Fuck, I forgot again. So, what do we rate? Damn, that's my ring! So, God dang it. If you didn't like this video, you know, that's fine. I was about to say something so inappropriate. I can't. These in the wild, make sure to send them to me. You can, ooh, I lost it. I just died. I just died in the middle of my line. If you come across any, as always, no!
Sorry, I'm sorry.